Rejected, forsaken, scarred, depressed, wasted, broken, stood an 18-year-old girl who had nothing to be proud of. She lived in a prison of her own, a prison of her heart, her mind void of peace and deprived of love. She always felt unwanted. She felt like there was nothing the world had left to offer. See, depression had taken the better part of her heart, that she always tried to seek validations and opinions from those close to her. She sought empathy but got sympathy instead, which left her heart broken and crushed. The only solution to this was suicide, she thought. So she tried taking pills, but it didn't work. It only hurt her more. It only added pain to her heart. Seemed her time was not due yet. So at her moment of depression, misery, sorrow, and sadness, she met someone that took it, wiped it down, and she finally found happiness. She eventually felt she was worthy of love. So this boyfriend showed her love, respect, cared for her, was deeply affectionate about her. She loved him more than anyone would ever imagine. She longed and waited to talk to him, to see him, to finally hug him, since he had finally filled the empty space that had been void for years, if not her whole life. She thought her heaven had finally arrived. She thought all her troubles and fears were finally out of sight. So this fine day, she wakes up happy and jovial, as had been her routine a couple of months ago, and goes to visit her so-called boyfriend. She enters the house and finds him with this other girl with a fine body, her face shining with beauty. She was obviously prettier than her. She broke. She died emotionally. She was devastated. Terrible anguish struck her heart. She didn't know what to do or say. And so she fell on her knees and cried. She sobbed. She knew her life was over. She finally gathered strength. She stood and ran away. She'd completely made up her mind. This world was never really her place. That monster of a headache that she'd forgotten all about was back, only that this time it was way worse than before. Yes, she wanted to die, but not this way. She wanted to pray, but heaven felt so far away. She'd been drowning and no one seemed to notice. So as hard as it was, she had to keep her head above the water and keep holding on to the glimmering hope that one day all this would pass. All she wanted was reassurance from someone that this would all pass away, that she'd finally long to see the next day, not worrying about anything, that she'd finally get peace, because she was drowning and a drowning man clutches to a straw. And I mean, with all the breakage, wouldn't you? All these elated feelings of ecstasy and joy started clouding in her heart, and she started falling in love again, only that this time it was deeper, as if she hadn't been beaten enough to have learned from her previous experience. But this was different. This was a different type of love that was reckless yet satisfactory and reassuring. This love that knew no bounds, that chased her down even when she didn't deserve it. It fought till it found her. It looked for her even when she was in the desert, when she had no one to lean on. This love became her light when her whole life was filled with darkness. This love became her strength. This love became her comforter. This was the love of Christ. And just like the Israelites looked at the bronze snake, she would always look at the cross to search for fulfillment and peace. Christ is the only reason why that 18-year-old girl lies not in a casket 6 feet under. Is the only reason why I stand in front of you today, giving hope to the hopeless and the downhearted, that Jesus Christ is the answer.